Hello everyone, it is me Peep Peep, and welcome back to Quartz Party Blood Drive. We are now on Chapter 8. I just finished Chapter 7, but we're going straight into 8. The ties severed, ties mended. Alrighty. I also just want to move on to the next chapter because I didn't do anything last one. Oh my gosh! This makes me think of this one person, I think on TikTok, made like a recreation of a room, I think based on Quartz Party. I could be wrong, but I think it was. But it was of this chapter with like all the gross background. Oh, I love it. It's so creepy but gross. What is this? The floors and the walls are now completely covered in... Ugh. I don't even want to know what. The school's still here, and at least so time doesn't really seem to have reverted. But this is definitely very different. What was the one theory I was reading about? If time is ever turned back, you leap over the rails into the whirlpool of destiny or something? Things will never be exactly the same. Another tremor. I need to hurry. That light I saw means the seventh pillar is being born. If I don't intervene, Mista will use his false book of shadows to destroy everything all over again. Hey, don't run. I gotta save first, okay? Jeez. Oh. Succumb to shock upon removal of organs. Stomach content is replaced with unknown, undesirable substance? What the? Come on, man. That is not okay. Okay, where am I supposed to go first? This is so creepy. Oh! Uh-oh. Can you just leave me alone? Oh my lord. Ooh, what's this? Really? Am I gonna die? Batteries obtained. I don't need that crap. Ugh. They see me right there. I'm gonna die. Ugh. That sucks. They beat me up and I'm dead. Yep. Maybe don't be so silly. Hurry up. I don't have time to waste. Okay, let's slowly walk over here. Can I go in here without it knowing? Because it didn't see me. Come on, go away, please! Okay, we're good. We're gonna wait till it's blue. I think. Will it? No, okay, well. Okay. Oh! You know, we're gonna save. Why is that thing in my way? That sucks so bad. Get out of my way, man. This way. Ugh! Leave me alone! Oh my gosh. Oh! Stop it! They're even worse now. Look at these creepy freaking thing. Should I go up here? Is there anything up here? Oh, there's a body. Succumb to shock and bled out after all limbs were amputated. There's another one down there, but I don't really care that much. Like, I don't... No. I'm not gonna run over that. Oh, that's not here anymore. Okay, can I look at this body? Suffered fatal asthma attack. Well... Okay, no. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Okay, well... just want to know what doors I can go into. Can I go in here? Nope. Oh, let me look at the body. Blood out succumbed to shock after cardiac artery was severed. Oh. Came from the caves and took a knife to the forehead. What? What? That is not okay. Suffered brain constitution. What? After taking a beating to the head. Concussion? I don't know. Words are hard. I feel like we've seen this one before. Fell down the stairs and broke neck after leg tendons were cut. What the? I just want to see what's over here. Hopefully I'm not gonna die. Throat sliced out. Jeez. Okay, so we can't... Aw, man. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Bled out from stab wound. I'm not going all the way around to find that. So. Actually, I think I'm gonna save one more time. Just because I have a bandage now. And I don't have to find it again. Okay. There's no body there. Wait, do we go upstairs or downstairs? There's a tremendous spiritual presence at the bottom of the staircase. Countless lost souls are silently screaming in agony and despair. It would be best not to go right this way right now. Okay. So we don't go down there yet. At some point we do. You know, it's actually best to, like, let her run out of breath. It's kind of dumb, but she sits there for a while. But I don't have to, like, wait forever, you know? And then there we go. Now she's back to running. Normally. Even he couldn't avoid becoming a victim in here, just like everyone else. There you go. Breathe out. The gate's still open. Hooray! Slowly going up these freaking stairs. There it is! We found him! How marvelous! It's the seventh pillar of the Sephiroth of knowledge! I made this happen with the power of my Book of Shadows! What in the world? It all begins now. Time to break this wall down, heavenly host with it, and erase you as well. Kuniwa, the one stone to kill, oh, so many birds. Very nice, good boy. To bits with you, Heavenly Host Elementary. The fuck was that? Stop, you have to stop this. Please don't kill her. Sis has nothing to do with this. How pathetic. Yeah, boy. When Ayako opened her eyes, she found me standing in front of her. I had one of my arms outstretched, obviously having blocked something with it. My arm had protected Ayako from charging mouth. From the charging mouth, almost as a shield would. Are you okay, Ayako? Yes. Yumi, what power is this? When did you... Class rep? Shinozaki, you... Of course, Kishima, Machiya, and Nakashima and Miskun were all there too. Thank God, everybody's still alive. That filthy brat in the red dress isn't with you? Something's wrong. What's going on? Kill him! Kill him! I see, your aura's color's a little off. It's got the hue of someone who's repeating a moment in time. You can tell that, can you? Ooh, look at her face, she's so happy. Huh, did you just laugh at me, you bitch? You think you can fuck with me? I'll mess you up, you little piece of shit. Ooh, he's angry, he's angry! Yeah! You little... Just stop, your plan ends here. I wouldn't be so cocky if I were you, Ayumi Shinozaki. Just who do you think I am? I am the one destined to rule here. The surviving members of the Yakuza, the last Misuto. Is that so? You are so dead. I want to fucking kill you, Ayumi, with the wisdom of the witches. You just don't get it, do you? Stand down, imposter. What? Why do you have that? You told me it was gone. You were just playing a sick joke on me. I love this. As if he were in any position to be accusing me of deception. I'll be taking the contents of that book now. This is so good. Give me that. My Book of Shadows roared and bit hard into the false Book of Shadows. Stop! Misuto was in total panic, but it didn't stop. It wouldn't. The Book of Shadows, my Book of Shadows, completely devoured the imposter. Damn you! The Book of Shadows' tongue stretched out like a whip, cracking itself as Mitsuto. You need to stop. I'll eat you too, you know. Damn it. Hey, Sachi. I'm gonna pin him down. Help me out. Sorry, Satoshi. You bet. Hold still now, okay? I love it so much. It's over. You're too much of a danger to everyone, so we're going to tie you up. I produced a handkerchief from my pocket. I'll do it. Mashida tied Miso's wrists together. Another earthquake? Look! Why? We stopped the Sephiroth from activating. It's not over yet. Did you really think you could hold down the Nirvana all by yourself? The Nirvana that's been gathered and eaten by that book does not represent the whole of the Book of Shadows. I told you before, didn't I? The Nirvana has a core separate from which gives shape to heavenly hosts, and that core possesses a consciousness all on its own. The core has its own consciousness? Is that what Shachika meant by the person in the Nirvana's core? The core's thoughts will be activated to the Sephiroth knowledge, fusing the real world and the Nirvana as one and bringing it into its knees, with or without my intervention. My goal in all of this was to gain control over the decidedly berserk core of this dimension. But you stopped that from happening, leaving no other outcome for your world than a gradual, disorderly, and chaotic destruction. So what are you going to do about it? I'll do what you couldn't. I'll finish it. I'll complete this book. Is that so? Well, let's see what you can manage then. Let's see if this little coward who always relied on her big sister and her friends has finally grown a spine. The Book of Shadows core sleeps somewhere in Nirvana. Just try to confront the will of the witch who created this book. See what happens. A normal human would go mad 100 times over. The prospect of us going mad seemed to amuse him. He smirked. Mashida, Nakashima, Kirishima, Miss Kuhn, and Ayako, thank you for coming here. I'm truly happy to have friends like you. But you all need to return to the real world now. Do you have a way back? We're all set. The spirit charge on my After Stones is almost at capacity. So we can finally go home. That's great to hear. What about you, Shinozaki? I have something I need to take care of. What is it? Whatever it is, you can count on us to help you out, Shinozaki. We came here to bring you back after all. Isn't that right, everyone? You bet. That's right, class rep. No, I'll be fine. I'll head back on my own soon. I'm about to cry, man. I'm about to freaking cry. No way. No how. Let us help you, Shinozaki. It'll go faster if we all do it than if it's just you. Nakashima? What's wrong? What happened, Naomi? Huh? Can no one else see her? Oh! What's wrong, Naomi? Suddenly a vision flashed Naomi's head as if she were seeing through someone else's eyes for a moment. Girl, come on. That was not cool. She's like, I cannot have you do whatever is happening. Oh, there she goes! Big brother, I'm scared, somebody help me! Naomi? Hey, snap out of it, Naomi! Satoshi? Naomi, thank goodness. This is bad. What do you mean? What happened? Just now, Naomi? I saw a girl in black just now. She jumped down from here. No, I hate that area of this freaking school or whatever. Oh, it's gonna be so bad. A girl in the black. Were her eyes worn black? Were her eyes black too? By any chance? Yeah, they were. I didn't see anything. Did you see, Satoshi? Nothing here either. It was Sachi. Huh? Sashi? Sashiko's twin sister? The spirit of an unborn baby who died in utero. I brought these here from Makina Shinazaki's home without thinking, and in doing so, I brought Sachiko's spirit over here from the real world as well. Teeth? They look like baby teeth. Yeah. She's a strong evil spirit who's been eating away at the world around her mentally for some time. My company has been after her for quite a while now, and it seems her powers have increased quite significantly since coming into this dimension. Those might just serve you well as a protective charm. I think you should hold on to them, Mashida. But Shinzaki, if I have them, you won't. I have this book. Miss Kuhn, I just saw what that girl in black saw from this eye. Naomi removed the patch from her left eye. Her injury hadn't healed in the slightest. Her left eye was clouded over, with blisters blanketing the pupil that spelled out the same Sashi. That looks bad. Naomi, Nakashima's eye is a result of a spirit's will literally burning itself into her. She's been using eye drops made from holy water, however, so she could fully recover in time. The image she saw, however, may in fact be a reflection of what the spirit itself is seeing. If that's the case, then Sachiko, Satoshi, this Sachi girl, went into the underground bomb shelter, and I definitely heard Yuka's voice in there. What? That's impossible. She should be at home right now. No, she is most certainly not. He is certainly here. You. Satoshi Mashida, your little sister is such a very doting girl. When I told her that her brother was in danger, she wasted no time at all falling into this dimension. Is Yuka seriously here? People like you who's been to Heavenly Host have a special aura about you, one that signifies you've been through the loop of death, as it were. And she, among all of you, came into direct contact with Sachiko and established a bond of sympathy with her, giving her quite the well of spiritual energy to draw from. Really? I can think of no one more well suited to this world than she. You rat bastard! I summoned her here to be used as the water conveyance, through which the Nirvana's core would be delivered to my new Book of Shadows. That's inconceivable. Even at this very moment, I'm squeezing every last drop of spirit energy from her in the school's basement. Well, now that my book's gone, she's of no further use to me at all. So you'd best hurry if you plan to get her back. Sachi is on her way there right now, after all. Satoshi! Wait, Miss Kuhn, I'm going too. With your eye the way it is. No, I'm going. I want to help save Yuka as quickly as possible. I understand. Let's go then. You stay with Kishima and Shinazaki, okay? Once we've successfully rescued Yuka, we'll come back for you. Okay, sis. Aiko was looking down and turning slightly red as she said that, and Miss Kuhn did not fail to notice. Her face lit up brighter than I'd ever seen it. Aww. I think this game loves siblings. When it comes to siblings, they just love it. They're like, aw, siblings, you know, so cute. I have siblings, so, you know, it's fine, whatever. But it's kind of funny how they're, like, all into pairs of two, pretty much. Like, either it's, like, I feel like it's mostly a sister thing. Like, these people have sisters, you know, not, like, you know. I feel like, the other guy is different, because he has a sister, and he's not a girl, so. Alright, Kushima, please look after my sister if you would. Sure thing. She actually called me sis. I can't even remember the last time that happened. Does your eye hurt? You look like you're suffering quite a bit. Hold on just a moment. Here, I brought some eye drops. Hopefully they'll help keep the pain under control. Thanks. Aw. So cute. Shinozaki. Could you join the search party too, Kishima? You never know what'll be down there. The more guys, the better, I think. But what about you? I'll be fine. I have the book. This jerk can't intimidate me anymore. Heh. Well, you certainly seem confident. I'll be back in a jiff. Yes, so you guys can, you know, fall in love. I mean, you are in love, but you get what I'm saying. Date. Be a couple. You're the ones I'm rooting for, because the other ones are dead. Hey, Yumi, untie me. Just sit still. When everything's all over, I'll take you back. Are you serious, Yumi? Yeah, I think even somebody like this must have people who'd miss him if he were gone. Like hell I do. The fuck's wrong with you, bitch? I don't need your pity or your charity. You think you're so much better than me, huh? Misito suddenly began to act hysterical, as if my words had struck a nerve somewhere deep in the core of his soul. Echo was not amused. She stared him down and easily won. He quickly regained his composure, however, and took a more casual, more relaxed posture. His tone almost made it sound like he was getting ready to strike a deal with us. Tell me, Yumi, do you know what the driving force of the world is? It's malice. Malice is the heart of one person as he knowingly deceives another, or the genuine wish for misfortune to befall one's fellow man. It's really no different than a curse. But unlike curses, it's not the hatred of the victim that spawns it, but that of the assailant. I could hardly wait to see where this was going. I was ready for him to throw me a curveball and try to trick me into helping him, and all I could think was, good luck with that. See, the spiritual organization my grandpa built, Yagura, fell to ruin. My asshole ancestors, who had no ability to speak up, I should note, were persecuted as heretics. But leaving the Book of Shadows to fall into the hands of the dangerous organization of black magic, practitioners like Marchito's tomb just had bad news written all over it. That's what Gramps thought, anyway. So he stole the forbidden tomb, smuggled it away from their grubby hands, and secretly entrusted it to the Shinozaki family. Everything he did to save the world. He was practically burning with righteous fury. But naturally his peers thought he was nuts, and they called him at least a fake, a swinger, or a downright monster. They even burned his house down. Don't know exactly how he died, but I know he was really nuts by then. Lost his marbles and died while running around town like a chicken with his head cut off, I hear. His son, then, my father, committed suicide. As did my mother, wrapped things up for the townsfolk all nice and clean-like. And no matter where I move since then, there's always been pieces of shit tracking me down, breaking my windows, cursing my family's name. It was starting to get real old. I shrunk back a bit. I definitely wasn't expecting this from Mitsuo, nor was I quite certain to how to react to it. Oh, he's gonna bring up the sister, isn't he? After my parents died, reporters started storming my house day after day. They were eating this shit up. They tried to catch me off guard and turn anything I said into news stories with headlines like creepy local couple commit suicide, infiltrating the hair-raising occult home. They asked me if my parents ever told me their regrets or if I had any juicy stories of horrible family misfortunes. At one point, one of them even held up the sheet of loose-leaf paper that said something like, "It doesn't matter if it's true or not, as long as it's entertaining." But the thing is, despite what the press seemed to think of them, my parents never once cursed the world. His eyes were swimming. I didn't get the sense that he was lying about any of this. Every day at 3, they'd give me a piece of gum to chew on as a treat. Even though they had no memory whatsoever, it made me so happy and always got me to stop crying. I felt for him. I genuinely felt for him. One day, before I consciously realized what I was doing, I doused one of those paparazzo's coats in a lighter fluid and set the fucker on fire. Wound up getting me thrown in juvie. Now, just try and tell me your ancestors weren't exactly the same as mine, Yumi. And it's not just us. Jealousy, pride, bullying, it's all the same damn thing when you get down to it. Practitioners like us aren't the ones responsible for the curse. We're not the ones spreading misfortune. It's the piece of shit peasants who are scared of us at the roots of it all. But hey, that's just what it means to be different from ordinary humans, right, Amy? That's what the real world is like. If you're different from Para, you're evil. I don't like the way Dad and Mom talked about what you decided to do with your life, sis. It was all decency and keeping up appearances but they were talking about you and you always put everything you got into everything you do. It was really insulting. Flashed me a kindly smile and patted me on the head. Hey, Yumi, you shouldn't speak ill of Mom and Dad. We broke off from the main line and began living peacefully in order to spare our families from what would surely be a sad fate, and it makes perfect sense for them to oppose actions that they feel might lead us down that road again. Their warning surely comes from a place of kindness. You see, this curse called malice is spreading across the world, town by town. Your ancestors went through many struggles, and look at how they were treated. What value is there in the world where superior specimens of humanity are attacked by the masses? Is that why you take people's lives? Overpopulation has polluted the earth of pigs, and I feel it is my duty to thin their numbers and squash their holier-than-thou ideals by tying them down with fear. I can control them. Yusito slammed his foot on the ground. For what it's worth, my sister would never agree with you. I still felt for him. I pitied him. My eyes were starting to mist over as well. I wanted more than anything to reach him to save him. Hino was too kind for her own good, like stupidly kind. We fought about that a lot. So what you said about her being your mentor, that's part's true. That part's true. She was the first person I ever opened up to aside from my parents. Despite how short a time we had together, I thought of her as a real partner in crime. She was my companion, and as someone with no relatives, that was the only time I ever felt like I loved another human being. I never met a single person who has such an excuse of kindness and forgiveness in her heart, and I doubt I ever will again. I really love replaying the game because you don't see these characters as two-dimensional anymore. You're like, wow. Obviously, I just love Quartz Party within this, how, like, they're really good at making characters feel human and real. I have a hard time doing that sometimes when I'm writing characters. I kind of make my characters kind of one-dimensional. But I just feel like you can take inspiration from Quartz Party because it's really good making your characters feel dynamic. My eyes widened, and Mitsuto's eyes became more distant. When he spoke about Hino, it was like he was staring into the past. His whole facial expression reflected such incredible loneliness. So you and Sis were still sacrificing yourself to save someone else's bullshit. It's hypocrisy, pure and simple. Hurting yourself for any reason just winds up hurting everyone else around you. Would you die in place of someone who's trying to commit suicide? Your family would be sick with grief, and that doesn't seem right, does it? I couldn't answer. I'd been repenting my actions that led to my sister's death this whole time and couldn't really argue with what Mitsuto was telling me. Compassion for others is strictly the domain of superior humans, but because they forgave everyone without exception, and they don't understand what it means to question or doubt, they get assaulted. Physically, sexually, for no other reason than because people are naturally malicious. This was the first I ever heard of this, and it was a hard pill to swallow. All I could remember were smiles, and those were as genuine as could be, but behind them there may have been hidden wounds caused by people taking advantage of her gentle nature in downright unfathomable ways. Whoa, what the? And that sweet kind Hino is no longer in this world. Rumor has it, she died to save a greedy asshole who was meddling in matters she couldn't possibly understand. How much does that poor girl have to sacrifice? How much pain must a superior human being like her be subjected to? I'm not finished yet. This world needs to be corrected, and it's up to me to show those peasants, those pigs, just what their sins have begotten. So what do you say, Yumi? Untie me. Yahino's sister. You wield the power of the Shinozaki lineage. You have the makings of a chosen one. Why don't we work together and untie this world as one? And unite, sorry. Because that's not what Sis would want. Whoa! Wrong answer, Ayumi. He's gonna take the book. Oh, Miso stared down at me with a nice cold look in his eyes, tossing away the handkerchief that was supposed to have been tied securely around his wrist. Both hands. Does that mean he could have broken free anytime he wanted? You're a fool as well. Being devoured alive by the Nirvanas is supposed to be quite an agonizing way to go, I hear. I was showing you mercy early when I tried to kill you with my knife. He's gonna take the book! Aiko, you did nothing. You did nothing. Wait. I'll let you in on a little secret, Yumi. You've already been purging the world yourself, and you won't even know it. Those countless black shadow figures you've been exercising here in Heavenly Host, those are the spirits of human beings, live human beings from the real world or formerly lived. Oh. What? Because the real world and Nirvana have begun fusing together. Human souls have been stumbling halfway in through the cracks and appearing here as black shadows, which would make you, I believe, a murderer. Each time you kill one of those figures, the other half of the soul dies with it. That person's body is snapped in half in the real world, dying instantly and mysteriously. I was still laid out flat on the ground, reeling from the punch and from the shock of this new revelation alike. I clenched my teeth and tried to pull myself up desperately, wanting to reciprocate this figurative, but I was too unstable to keep my balance, plummeting back to the floor right away. This is too painful to watch. Why would you even come here when you're so hopelessly unprepared? I'm off. Until the world ends, you might as well keep on sitting there and thinking about what you did. Wait, no, Misuto! Don't shout my fucking name, bitch! See you around, Yumi. You were dumbass through and through. And I gotta say, you definitely take after your sister with that straight, laced attitude of yours. And there he goes. It's a real thing. I finally have a real thing. My baby. If I can just return the Nirvana's core, the book will be complete, and I'll be like unto a god, huh? You? What do you want? Why are you still alive? It was, Satsuki. Man, her name is so weird to say. Man, I can't wait until I learn Japanese better so I can understand how her name is fully pronounced, I guess? Because obviously reading it in English is different than reading it in Japanese. She was standing directly in Misuto's path. Her entire face was stained in red, with only her white eyes breaking through. She wavered in place as she stared directly wordlessly into Mitsuto's soul. A moment later, Misuto noticed something else behind her, one of the red hems that had been wandering the school. You two? What happened to guarding Yuka? Why are you even here, you worthless tin can? Suddenly, oh my gosh, suddenly Satsuki's head split down the middle into 8 equal-sized portions, like a flower budding. These petals then closed around Misuto's head, tearing it clean from his body. Blood spurted from his neck and appendages twitched. He's dead. Is he dead fully though? Like that's it? No matter how obnoxious they were in life, everyone's always so calm and peaceful when they're dead. Yep, the same thing that he said, didn't he? Wow, that's a really cool thing though. I love this image. Look at her hair, man. Not the girl, Satsuki's. I love her hair. It's so cute. I just love that hairstyle. I just love hair that's short in the back and long in the front, because my hair is like that. It's a tomboy side tails or whatever. If only you ever gotten your hands on this book. You know, he's dead. It's really a rather pathetic end, Misuto. I wish I could have killed you myself, as promised. But you see, there were already a lot of red marks here, weren't there? That's because we Marsutos had already come to investigate. Bye-bye. This girl you brought with you is a member of Marsuto's tomb herself, in fact. What? Really? This sucks. In order to get going, to get so cocky once they hear the Yakuras are gone, I'm not looking forward to that. Poor girl. Her hair is so cute, though. I can't just get over that. Her suddenly grabbed Satsuki's hair and pulled her in. Honestly. I told you to stay with Yuka Masha, didn't I, you monster? Yes, Mistress Magari. Wait, is she just... What? Why is she in a trance? Okay then. Big brother, Satsuki! Almighty God, cleanse this child's sins. The Lord hath spoken, no soul may reside in trees that have died. Yuka was in a seemingly empty room, though she could hear prayers echoing around her. They sounded like prayers of one might expect from a demonic exorcism. I'm scared, where am I? Big brother, I don't believe it. Big brother wouldn't lie to me. He can't be dead. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, take mercy on this impure soul. Strike down this person with one firm swing on thy divine blade, O Lord. I can't wait till the next chapter, which I won't play right now because I already played 2 chapters in a row. But there it is, the ending. The next chapter we can actually walk around more, which I'm kind of tired of just sitting here and having to read. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will of course be back to finish the game because I think there's 11 chapters in total. I don't know, but yeah, I'll see you all later. Goodbye, bye bye.